Okay, guys, we are finishing up the Southforge Citadel today. Hopefully moving on to some other goods. Purification bath. The crystals, the west generate magic energy, which makes whatever in there very, very hot. This is one way life crafters remove impurities from materials they work with. Unfortunately, when the keep was attacked, the vat was left on. Whatever concoction was being made in here was left to boil to a thick, black, useless mess. It smells terrible. We'll just pass. Eat it and move on. He's like, what? What's this little place? A poor soul. So what's this give us? 6% armor, but it weighs less. Alright, we'll keep the chitin on for a little bit. Let's explore this room. Nice. Bunch of good stuff. A bunch of goodies. It looks like the door ahead is locked. Fortunately, there are a pair of living tools on the table. You can use them to get the door open. Living tools, are like batons, are useful tools created by the Shapers. They are plant-like, with several long tendrils at one end. You can direct the tendrils into a lock to manipulate and disarm it. Get the living tools and use the lever to unlock and pull it. The higher your mechanics skill, the fewer living tools needed to pick it. Poor soul died here. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Open sesame. Okay. Finally, you have emerged from the training halls. You have received new powers from the Geneforge, and you have used them. At last, you feel ready to join the battle. Now you should go downstairs and see Greta. Doubtless, she'll have some new orders for you. Alright, now that your quest is complete, you need to return to Greta to get your new orders. Excellent. Okay, this is Jared's office. Jared, this man is only slightly older than you, and he shows signs of having used the Geneforge. He has the slight glow and the strangely cold air. He also seems to have quickly attained a higher rank than you. He is sitting behind a desk when you enter. He stands, nods at you, sits down again. That seems to be as warm a greeting as you're likely to get. I am Jared. I am the master here now. A little early, but I will cope. When you need training, you can come to me. I have many troubles, so please be brief. What do you want? What sort of troubles do you have? The master's death came at a highly inconvenient time. I do not even have a full access to his equipment and papers, and I need to help with the evacuation. It is a great bother. I have been increasing my power as quickly as is safe to make sure I am up to the task. How can I help with anything? Admitting that he needs help obviously comes very hard to Jared, but he does need help. Yes, I do. The master's chambers are to the south. I can't get full access to them. During my training, I did not bother to spend time with mere mechanics, and now I find that the lock is defeating me. He gets up and unlocks the door to the south. When he returns to his seat, he says, if you can get the southern door in the master's and my chambers open, I know there is a canister within. You may utilize it. Just do not tamper with anything else. Knowing Master Burkle, he probably left some traps behind. How have you been increasing your power? The Citadel had a supply of canisters. I've been using them. It is necessary. The Citadel must have a strong master. It has to be me. Where will you be fleeing to? I believe Greta wants me to reinforce a safe house somewhere in Ilya province. I have not been told where it is yet. Okay. So we got a quest, which we can keep track of in our journal. Jared's lock. Can I have some training? Teach me magic. We already have days. I would like unlock. Cure Reflection would be nice. Let's get that. Teach me life crafting. I would love to learn an Artilla. We'll have to get some money for that. Okay. So this is the door? You open the door. Maybe this is the door. I need 4 living tools. Okay. We'll have to come back to that. Who are you? Dewan. Not surprisingly, the Citadel has a skilled alchemist in residence. Shaping research and maintenance of the Geneforge requires the creation of a host of delicate, volatile substances. The alchemist is small, taciturn servile. She has long, delicate fingers. She must be one of the serviles made by the Shapers to do intricate and exacting crafts. She gives you a little bow when you enter and says, "I am Dewan. Greetings to you, Perspective. I can assist you in the battle if needed." Where do you get components? It is difficult. I slip out when I can to gather them in the woods and the swamps, though in this war, some things have become very rare. Is there anything I can help you find? I'm glad you asked. I feel free telling you since I know you will be wandering. I need a source of deathcap mushrooms. They are scarce in the Forsaken Lands. I have a rival who, I believe, knows where some are, but he will not share them. For the first time, a tinge of emotion enters her speech. She is not able to entirely contain her irritation. Where might I look? There's an alchemist named Eves. He lives along the coast 2 days' journey southwest of here. I think he knows where the mushrooms can be found. How might I get that information from him? I do not know. Certainly nothing I have tried has worked. I would not be sorry, however, if you caused Eves many problems. He is no friend of mine. He helps the Shapers. What sort of things do you make? Components, acids and bases, purified metals, and so on, and I make pods and spores for the warriors. Pods and spores? Pods are gourds full of beneficial liquid. They are drunk by one person. Spores are meant to be thrown into the air. They help all nearby. So spores help everybody. Pods only help me. What do you got? A bunch of stuff that is very expensive. So Deathcap Mushroom Quest. Which, probably most of these I'm going to fail. But I think that's it. Stairs to the Citadel. Okay. Let's go down. Alright, so we gotta go talk to Greta. We'll go back to the main entrance. I don't know if she's somewhere else. Or if she's here. Maybe it tells me in my journal. Just return to Greta. Alright, I guess we'll wander around. Explore the place. So little time. No, I don't want to open that up. Things are dire. Greta is working hard organizing the evacuation of the Citadel. She appears to have taken command. She is surrounded by maps and reports, and she is barking commands to the serviles around her. As they run in all directions, carrying instructions to the troops, she turns and inspects you. She silently takes in your appearance, evaluating what has been done to you. Then she nods. I see. It is completed. Are you ready to do your duty? You notice that she looks somewhat sad. What's wrong? It is just the modification, the changes it makes in the eyes. Sometimes, I think when we fight the Shapers, we begin to become. She shakes her head. Never mind. Whatever the means, our goal is a noble one. Now then, on to your mission. What were my first orders? To begin with, I need your opinion. We have captured an enemy Shaper. She is up in the prison cells, and I would like you to evaluate her and see if she can be made into a double agent. Follow Pole. She will show you to the cells. The stairway up to them is in the southeast corner of the fort. Go upstairs and speak with the prisoner. Any advice? Just see if you can get her to speak. That would be more than anyone else has been able to do. Why are you sending me? Nobody else has been able to get her to say anything. Before I have to resort to crude methods, I would like to see if someone young and untested tempts her out of her shell. Okay. Question the enemy. So southeast should be down here. Or I guess she should have said, I guess follow Pole, but whatever. Dasa. The workshop has been thoroughly trashed. Looks like the Shaper Raiders threw in a few fireballs, which detonated some of the mines being worked on within. The result was, predictably, a big mess. There is one young servile trying to salvage some of the tools. She seems to be just short of giving in to despair. When you enter, she rushes up to you. At last, a life crafter. I am Dasa, an apprentice. Apprentice mine tender. Please, can you help me? The others, they are all too busy. You mentioned you needed my help. Yes, the leaders, they have no more need of mines. They flee, not defend. I was told to get my tools and leave, but my tools are in the cave to the east, and the mines there, they are disturbed. They would hurt me. Can you help me? Can you deactivate the trigger for me with your lifecrafter skills? How can I deactivate the trigger? Well, you could set it off. Very dangerous unless you can disarm the mines around it. You can tell the trigger. It is in the center of the mines. Or you can use the failsafe switch. It is in the back of the room, but you will have to slip around the trigger to reach it. Can I send my creations off to set the mines? Dasa looks disturbed. That is Shaper thinking. Mines are sometimes set to harm creations, but even when that happens, why would you do something so cruel, even to a creation that just seems to you to be an animal? If the creations I make are animals, how can it be wrong to use them to protect myself? The Servile looks worried. This is not the first time I've heard such words from a user of the Geneforge. But once you start seeing other living things as so cheap and useless, once you can sacrifice their lives so casually, you are not one of us anymore. That is what I feel. That's all for now, thanks. Mal gives no fucks. Okay. Some iron bars, some crystals, just junk we can sell. It's like someone who's working on a set of mines back here. Unfortunately, something has gone wrong. The mines are active and nobody is here to look after them or disarm them. Each field of mines has a trigger, which is usually set to detonate when a Shaper or Lifecrafter gets close. When the trigger is activated, all nearby mines explode. However, someone skilled with mechanics can disarm the mines, or with care, you can sneak around the trigger. You see a spore switch by the north wall. It might disarm the mines if you were able to reach it. Okay, so it's kind of armed. Alright, let's save. Of course. Well. Killed by a newbie quest. Can I disarm you? Okay, so we don't have enough mechanics. And I don't have a level up, so we'll have to do that later. Alright. To the cells. Let's talk to this prisoner. Can I help you? Varga. The Citadel's small prison is watched over by one aging soldier. He looks like he has seen his share of campaigns, and yet, instead of a peaceful life on a farm somewhere, he is helping the rebellion. He seems surprised to see you. Hello, Perspective. I'm Varga. I'm sorry, you're probably in the wrong wing. I don't have any business here. You should probably leave. I'm here to see Miranda. Aye, Greta sent word. Why'd you ask? Maybe he just didn't know what I look like. When he returns, he says, Alright, cell 2. Be very careful with her. Why, is she dangerous? Probably not, but you should always be on your guard around a Shaper. Okay. Cell 2, I guess, is this one? Okay. Over here. Alright. Let's check her out. There is a lone prisoner in the cell. A woman only a few years older than you. She is held nearly motionless by a magical field. She can't touch you, and you can't touch her. She looks like an agent. The agents are the Shapers who are sent out alone or in small groups to solve problems, carry important messages, and spy. They are powerful magicians, and usually extremely dangerous. And although she would appear to be in a lot of danger, she doesn't appear the slightest bit concerned. Instead, when you enter, she looks you over and smiles. Ah, good. I was thirsty. Can you give me some water, please? There is a bucket of water and a spoon by the wall. Give her some water. She sips the water from the spoon and sighs, You know, you rebels style yourself as being so ethical, but I haven't eaten in days. Senseless cruelty, or are we just out of food? No matter. Why have they sent such a low-ranking member of their little band to see poor, helpless Miranda? I just wanted to talk to you. Fair enough. You just talked. Let me talk for a minute. I think you and your masters will be interested in what I have to say. What do you have to say? Well, you haven't seen enough to know it, but your rebellion is doomed. All of your southern islands, all your southern lands, gone. Ilya is taken. You are cut off. One of your Geneforges is lost. When the other is found and falls, it is over. But you can help us. You can save your lives and the lives of those who would otherwise be killed by the continuing anarchy. You can help the Shapers restore peace and order, and even prosperity. And if I wanted to take you up on that offer, what should I do? There is a Shaper camp near here, where our forces are poised to seize this squalid little fort. Go there, unaccompanied by rebel soldiers. If you approach openly and peacefully, you will be met in kind. Where is your camp? Alas, you aren't quite persuasive enough to get her to answer. If you find it, you will know. But I will not reveal it here and now. That is enough talking. I have told you everything I wish to tell you, and I have nothing more to say to you. Leave me. She closes her eyes. You can't get her to respond to any of your questions. Hey. Stares at you silently. Okay. See you later. Varga shudders and sips tea. The cold, the damp, and his age all conspire to make him miserable. Occasionally he casts nervous looks at the cells. Okay. Well, I'll leave. And I'll go report to Greta. Let's get down there. On the next one, guys, we report into Greta and get our mission orders. And hopefully we can get some time to go out and seek the Shapers. I'll see you then.